Hi guys, welcome to Freelancers Train. On this channel, I get to cover on website development using WordPress. Today is the class 7 of this website development process. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to use widgets in your WordPress. Okay, without wasting time, let's get to the screen. All right, so I'm in my WordPress dashboard. If you don't know how to get here, kindly watch my previous video tutorials. I bet it with you, you will understand how to develop websites step by step. So today is the class 7. Let's get started. And what is widgets in WordPress? Widgets are content holders in WordPress. They enable you to add different type of content to some areas in your web page. All right, let's get to it. Now, to use your widget, kindly come under appearance to the left side of your screen. Now come to appearance. Under appearance, you will see theme, customize widgets. Now you click on widgets. Okay, so under widgets, you can see primary, secondary, footer 1, footer 2, footer 3, footer 4, header next to logo, then footer, full width. Now, I want you to take note of something here. Your widgets depends on your theme. There are themes that will only have primary sidebar and not have secondary sidebar. There are themes that will have just 2 columns in the footer part. Okay, let me visit the website so that you will understand what I'm trying to talk about. Okay, so in the introductory class, that was my class 1. If you have not watched the tutorial, please watch the tutorial so that you will understand better. Now, I said that to the left hand side, we have a sidebar, and to the right hand side, we have another sidebar. Now, these are 2 sidebar, but if you look at the 2 sidebar, to the left, we have some contents. We have some content like recent post, recent comments, category, archive. Then we have those ones to the left, but to our right hand side, we have nothing on the right sidebar. Okay, so for this theme, to the left, we have the primary sidebar, and to the right, we have the secondary sidebar. Now, on the footer part, even though we cannot see it now, according to what we have here, we have widgets on the footer part also, meaning in the footer part, we can add some content. Like you visit some website, you will see quick link, quick navigation, you may see video, you may see images in the footer part. So those areas that you are seeing, those content, they are widget areas. So in my first class, I said that each of these content in the sidebar, they are being controlled by widgets. So recent post is a widget, recent comment is a widget, archive is a widget, category is also a widget. Then this meta is also a widget. Okay, so let's go back to our widget. Now, as you can see in the primary sidebar, we have search, recent post, recent comment, archive, and so on. And if you check the front end also on our web page, we are having the search, the recent post, recent comment, archive, category, and meta according to the way we have them here. So if there's anything I don't want on this left sidebar, all I have to do is to go to my widgets and remove the widget. Okay, for instance, I am not supposed to have this meta here because this site admin, it is not safe that I have this site admin here because of hackers. It may make my website to be vulnerable. If I click on it, it's going to take me to the login page. So hackers may be trying to access your website. So I want to remove this meta completely. So what I will just do is to click on it and delete. Okay, you don't need to save, there's no button to save anywhere. So just go to the front end again and refresh your page. All right, so as we can see, the widget called Meta has been removed. Okay, so let's do some changes here also. Okay, so this search is okay. Recent posts, recent comments, archive. Like, I don't want archive to be on my primary sidebar. Then I can remove archives from here by clicking on it and click on delete. So if I want that particular archive to be in my secondary sidebar, all I have to do is to look to the left hand side. You will see available widgets. So these are available widgets that you can add to these available spaces on your theme. Like I said, these spaces are according to themes. You may install another theme and you may not have all this primary, secondary, footer 1, footer 2. You may only have primary sidebar. So, but whenever you click on widgets, you will see the available spaces that you can add your content. So I want that archive to be in my secondary sidebar. So all I have to do is just to drag it. See secondary, as I drag it, it will create space for me. Then I will drop it there. So secondary bar, I will drop it. Then I may decide to title it. I may also decide not to title it, but I want to title it. I want to say archive. Okay, so after writing the title, there are a few customizations you can do here. You can click to display as drop down. You want it to show post count, then you can save. All right, so let me go to the front end and refresh. Okay, so I can see the archive of my post. So on July 2021, I have 4 posts. So in other months, if I'm having other posts also, it will be displayed here as drop down. Also, there are widgets that are peculiar to some themes. There are widgets that are just general with WordPress, while there are widgets that comes with themes. Now also, we are going to talk about plugin later in this development training. There are widgets also that are peculiar to plugins. All right, let me look for a widget that is peculiar to this theme. Okay, so you can see human dynamic tab, human post. Those ones, they are peculiar to this theme. So if I change this theme now, this widget will not be there anymore. Okay, so because don't forget, the theme I'm using is human. So human dynamic tab, meaning this widget is for the theme. If I change my theme, it will not be there. So I want to drag it to my secondary bar. Okay, so I'm having 2 widgets now. So I don't want to title it. I've titled the first one. Let me just leave it. So what will this widget do? Let me just click on done. Okay, I'm done with this. So these are the 2 widgets I am having on the secondary bar, which is human dynamic tab and archive. If I want to rearrange it, if I want the archive to be the first, it's just to click on it and drag it and drop it. But I want it to be second. Okay, so let me go to the front end and refresh. Okay, so you can see what the widget is. So what the widget is: recent post, then comments and tags. Okay, now I want, it's like this side, the sidebar in the right hand side is smaller than the left hand side. So let's put this widget in the left hand side. So let's put it on the primary sidebar and put the search on the secondary sidebar. So the secondary sidebar should carry the search, while the dynamic tab should go to the primary sidebar. So let's refresh. Okay, so I think it is better now. It's better now. It's better now. So the search has come to the secondary sidebar. Okay, I think this website is looking more better now. Okay, so we can add other things, like I want to add my page to the secondary sidebar, like I want the pages on this website to be on my secondary sidebar. I can title it pages or menu. Let me just title it menu and save. Okay, so let me refresh. Okay, so we can see after the archive we have menu, which are the pages that are on this website. Now if I don't want some pages to appear here, what I need to do is just to exclude the pages by page ID. Now how do you get your page ID? You go to pages by the left hand side here, click on all pages. I want to open it in another tab, open link in another tab. Okay, so on all pages, let's assume that I want to remove blog. I don't want this blog, or okay, I don't want this blog to be there. Okay, I will click on blog and edit it. Okay, so when you click on edit, it will take you to this page as if you want to edit the post. Now on the URL, you will see wp-admin/post.php, then post is equals to 10. So the number that is immediately after this post is equals to is the page ID. So the page ID for this page is 10. Okay, so I can come to my widget and put 10 here. So if I want more pages to be excluded, I will put comma to this one and write other page ID. But for now, I want the blog not to appear in the front end. So the page ID is 10 as shown here. So I will click on save and the refresh in the front end. So before I refresh, you can see there's blog. Now let me refresh. Okay, you can see that among the page list now, we are not having blog anymore. So if you want to exclude some pages, that is how you will do it. So there are so many things you can try on your own. You can add to your widget. Just study your themes and follow the areas that are widgets that you can add. So for instance, now I can add text maybe to my footer part. To my footer part, I can add text and write, please come back to this blog next time. So I've just taken that as an example, and let me click on save and click on done. Okay, so if I refresh my page, you can see please come back to this blog next time. So this is the footer part of the website. Okay, now in the previous class, I taught you guys how to use taxonomy, which is the tag and the category. Also, you can see here the category. You can add your category, the list of your category, to the widget, any of the widgets, either in the footer part, the primary sidebar or the secondary bar. So let me add my category here in the secondary bar and put it after search. Okay, I want to give it a title, category. Okay, so if I want it to show as drop down, I'll click on it. If I want it to show post counts, I'll click on it. So show post count means the number of posts you have in each category. So then I would click on save. Okay, let me look for tag also. For tag, okay, tag cloud. So I want to add my tag cloud, so it will show all the tags that I have on this website. So I'm naming it tag, then I will save. Okay, I can click on show tag count, so it will show the number of post that belongs to that tag. Okay, save. All right, let me go to the front end and refresh my page. Okay, as you can see, I'm having just 2 tags on this website, which are Ola and Phillips. So each of them, they are having one post. Then the archive of my post is here. The category, which are celebrity, gist, motivation, news. Those categories were created in the previous class. Okay, so under celebrity gist, we have 2 posts, motivation 1 post and news 1 post, and there are links. If I click on them, they can take me to those posts. All right, so on your own, you can try other widgets that are here. All you have to do is just to drag and drop to the widget area you want it to be. Now, let me make mention of something here: inactive widgets. So for instance, you change your theme. Like I said earlier, that some themes may not have secondary sidebar. So the widget varies according to theme. So let me do something here. I want to change my theme. So what I will do is I will click on theme. Okay, so the current theme I'm using is Yume. Now I want to change it to 2019. Then I will click on activate. Okay, let me go to the front end and see how it looks. Okay, you can see how the theme looks. So you can see that the primary sidebar is gone, the secondary sidebar is gone. The website is looking horrible now. Okay, so let's go back to our widgets. I'll click on widgets. So you can see that that particular theme that I've changed to now does not have primary sidebar, no secondary sidebar. The only widget area that is available now is the footer part. So that is what I said, that it varies according to theme. So if you want your website or your blog to have 2 sidebar, you carefully choose your themes. Okay, now the secondary and the primary sidebar in the previous theme, before I changed to this theme, the theme was having the primary sidebar and secondary sidebar. But this theme that we have changed to now is having only the footer. So all other widgets are somewhere. So as you can see, inactive widgets. These widgets were not there before, but because we have changed our theme and this current theme is not having the sidebars, then to put your widget in inactive widget section. So let's change back to the theme we were using. I'll click on theme and click activate. Okay, let me go to the front end and refresh my page. Okay, you can see that our website is back to the previous settings. Okay, let me go to the widget. Okay, so on the widget, you can see that the primary sidebar, secondary sidebar, and the rest, they are back. Now, on the inactive widgets, I'm still having human dynamic tab, so I can carry it and put it where I want it to be. I think it was on primary sidebar. So anytime you are changing your theme, you should be ready to change some things and recustomize your website. Okay, that will be all for this tutorial. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please subscribe. I still have so many things to teach you on website development using WordPress. Thank you for watching this tutorial.